Well, great. Hello, we're here at CES at the IMC booth with Telit Cinterion and good friend Marcus Stracuzzi. Good to see you, sir.
Fred, good to see you.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on, and we're going to get into some NTN conversations and low power wide area IoT.
Right.
But give me just an overview of what you're seeing at CES and with Telit Cinterion this week.
Well, I see IoT getting more and more focused at CES, which is very good throughout the years.
Yep.
So we have been in the IoT since when it was called machine to machine, right? Like three decades ago.
Yeah.
And since then, I mean, we added to our core business is cellular modules, but throughout the years we added more and more products and services to our offering. So now we are an MVNO for IoT cellular connectivity. We have solutions. We can do devices. We have software platforms for industrial automation, and we are showcasing some nice demos at our booth. So it's nice to see how connectivity, AI, they come together to provide smarter solutions for IoT.
Okay, so when we look at low power, massively deployed IoT, and we look at NTN, what solutions and industries do you think really can take advantage of that the most?
Yeah, basically every solution that need to have coverage everywhere and at any time. So cellular is great, but you don't have cellular coverage all over the world. You have remote areas where there's no cellular coverage, and there's where satellite NTN comes in and can be a perfect complement. So I see two main group of applications. Applications in mobility and static applications. Mobility is mainly for transportation and logistics.
Right.
Think of
global networks.
Shipping containers or trucks that go into forests or deserts, and you don't want to lose track of them at any time. And so when you go out of cellular coverage, you can have NTN chiming in.
Right.
And static application, it's mostly for remote areas. Think of smart farming. Also oil and gas, very long oil and gas pipes.
Upstream oil and gas.
Yeah. And again, whenever you go out of cellular coverage, you now have a way to still have those assets remotely connected. Even just a tank of oil or gas or any liquids that is deployed in far countryside, and you want to get an alarm when the level of the liquid goes below a certain threshold.
For sure.
You can get it with NTN now.
And take a minute, because a lot of people think of satellite as sort of the legacy satellite with unique protocols and base stations. The synergies between lightweight MDM, CAD-M, NTN, the new revisions of the standard that allow them to be a little more similar. What should people expect now when they think about satellite?
Yeah. So the 3GPP NTN protocol, it's a standard, and it's exactly the same standard used for narrowband IoT cellular communications.
Right.
And the beauty about this is that you can reuse the exact same radio, the exact same hardware to transmit both to the cellular network with narrowband IoT or CAD-M,
right,
or to the satellite using the same narrowband IoT protocol. So there's a big synergy from a technological point of view, and I think there is a big synergy also from a use case point of view, because cellular LPWA, it's about small data transmission, infrequent and low power consumption. Mm-hmm. And NTN, it's the same. It's you're not going to stream video, not yet at least,
right, with
this technology over satellite. But what you're going to do is you will be able to upload a position, or to send an alarm, or a keep alive message, something like that.
Right.
That's the use case.
So we're talking about how easy it can be. What are some of the challenges still that customers face?
Clearly there are challenges as usual. Some technical challenges, not much on the communication module itself, because again, since the protocol is the same, the communication module can easily do cellular and NTN at the same time. I think the biggest technical challenge is in the antenna
Yep.
system design, because for satellite communication, ideally you need to be clear sky and line of sight to the satellite, so you cannot put the antenna inside the metal housing or underneath a car.
Right.
So the antenna design must be designed properly, and the sensitivity must be very high because the satellite communication is very long distance, right?
Right.
And then there are commercial challenges. I think the ecosystem is gearing up for this seamless integration between cellular and satellite. Especially also on the service side, right? So you see more and more MNOs, cellular MNOs and MVNOs adding NTN to their offering. So ideally, you should have one SIM that can seamlessly fall back to satellite NTN when there's no cellular. So we are getting there, but it's still the ecosystem, I think, is aligning now and getting ready to.
So it's interesting, the good old days, like yesterday, we'd fall back to 2G.
Yeah.
But 2G networks are starting to disappear, and is it going to become normal that you just start falling back to NTN, you think?
In a few years from now, I think so.
And that's going to be pretty cool.
We are at the beginning, but that's the target, right?
So is the kind of VP of product and strategy and where you're headed, where is Telit Cinterion really helping out right now?
So we talked about the device part, the hardware part for the communication module, but we also talked about the service part, like who is going to provide the satellite service. So at Telit Cinterion, we want to make it simple for enterprises to deploy an end-to-end IoT solution. So we want to help both with communication modules that can support cellular and NTN, but also we want to make it easy to get a SIM that can support cellular, can support satellite, one partner, one contract. If you have any issue, it's on us. So we are trying to put these two parts together, the device hardware piece and the service piece, and basically give an easy way to enterprises to add NTN to their IoT connected solutions.
So just because it's new and it's NTN, it's still kind of the Telit one-stop shop. One back to pat when it works, one throat to choke when it doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, the IoT is becoming more and more articulated with AI coming in also. So clearly, we're not going to be the only partner of an enterprise for IoT, but we want to provide as much pieces as possible of the puzzle and help the enterprises glue them together.
Absolutely.
So it's enabling end-to-end IoT solutions in a simple, secure, and optimized way.
Well, thank you for your time and kind of giving us some insights on what you're doing and how NTN plays with the legacy space of IoT. Yeah. And it is an exciting new world.
Yes, it's exciting. I think it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Yeah.
Well, we've been around together a long time, and what I think is interesting about the industry, there's a lot less hype on IoT, but there's a lot more actually happening.
Yes. So now it's really execution and real use cases and applications.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you for your time, Marco. Really great to see you.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for hosting me.
Take care.